friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to read 39 chapter of this novel and today topic heading is on moderation as a bad thing. Sometimes moderation is a bad counselor. This is written by Fausto Sarsinani. In yesterday's entries, we talked about moderation being a good thing. Today, we will approach the topic from a different perspective. And we have discussed about the moderation as a good thing yesterday, but today we are going to see this from the different perspective. Some people use moderation as an excuse to not do their best, often mistaking mediocrity for moderation. Let's call it a day. I have already walked 5 minutes more than yesterday. You gotta say, stay in balance. Let's stick with the same weight for the next 5 workout even though I can easily lift it. Moderation is key. I have already gone down 2 size. I guess I am still a bit overweight. But let's not forget that going to be extreme is a bad thing. If you use moderation as an excuse not to push your limit, you are mistaking moderation with a mediocrity. If you are trying to lift a weight that you can barely lift off the floor, some moderation will be good for you. If you are lifting it like it is a feather and telling yourself you are still doing great because at least you are exercising, you are letting mediocrity limit your growth. So there are several examples that how our mediocre could be a bad when we use it as an excuse. If we are using that um, for our work which we are not able to do, at that point we can choose medicure. But if we are able to do that, even we are using medicure, it means we are making a excuse and we are making a obstacle in our growth. Sticking to easy things that are well within your grasp isn't a moderation. If something is your grasp in your grasp and still you are not pushing yourself, it means you are making a excuse, and this is not called a moderation. This is a purely excuse. Equating mediocrity with moderation largely comes down to having low standard. A person who thinks that exercising once a week is incredible because most of his friends only exercise with a TV remote will most likely stop challenging themselves well before it would be wise to remember about moderation. So if you are doing exercise once in a week and thinking that you are doing great thing because your friends are not doing exercise at all and you are doing at once in a week, so you think that you are doing a great thing, but you should think that you are not pushing your limit. You are capable of doing that. You can do twice a week, thrice a week, or even daily. But if you are not doing that, which is under your capacity, it means you are making an excuse. That's not to say that you should compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to yourself from the past. If today, a year since you started to exercise, you are still performing the same exercise with little to no improvement. Perhaps you have confused moderation with the self-congratulation. So we have to not compare ourselves with others that what others are doing and not doing. We have to compare ourselves from our past that how we are growing. If we are growing better than yesterday, so we have to work on this. Otherwise, moderation could be a self congratulation. Moreover, as we have already covered when talking about moderation as a good thing, you should also apply moderation to moderation itself. It is impossible to always follow the middle path. Sometimes you will jig and sometimes you will jag. One day might spend 2 hours working on an important project so that you can spend the entire next day with your family. There is nothing unbalanced in it as long as you move from extreme in one thing like work to an extreme in another like family without staying too long in each one. So this is all about this chapter that we have not to use moderation as an excuse, but we can use moderation where we are unable to do any work. So that at that point we can use moderation, and that could be okay. But if you are capable of doing anything, even you are not doing, it means you are just making excuse. This is all about this chapter. What do you learn from this chapter? You can comment down, and we will meet tomorrow with next chapter. So see you soon. Bye bye. Thank you.